Netflix's Bright, starring Will Smith and Joel Edgerton, has arrived on Netflix accompanied by scathing reviews, but don't let the sour critical response prevent you from checking it out for yourself. Suicide Squad director David Ayer, working from a Max Landis-Bend screenplay he rewrote, has forged a contemporary buddy cop drama mixed with supernatural elements, as if Lord of the Rings was fused with Ayer's own LA cop thriller End of Watch. There's a copious amount of fascinating world building in Bright. This is a new and unique movie universe Ayers has spawned where humans have lived uneasily with magical beings like orcs, elves and fairies for thousands of years. As two LA uniformed policemen who find themselves embroiled in a bad night of supernatural chaos, Smith's officer Daryl Ward and Edgerton's orc officer Nick Jacoby find themselves pushed to violent extremes when they find themselves protecting a mysterious young elf played by Lucy Fry, who carries a magic wand that the police, the orcs, the elves, and the FBI all want. By the time the violent action and intrigue of Bright has concluded, there's obvious potential for much more to come. Naturally, one would expect a tease of what's next to come in the form of an end credits scene. While your imagination may be stoked by the possibilities of the Bright universe, when the film concludes, you'll find Bright has no end credits scene. The credits roll accompanied by 2 tracks off of the Bright soundtrack, Home performed by Machine Gun Kelly, Ex-Ambassadors, and Bebe Reka and Campfire performed by Dram and Neil Young. It's also interesting to note while watching the credits that while Bright was shot in Los Angeles, there were also some scenes shot in Australia, with Australia receiving a special thank you. The lack of an end credits scene for a film like Bright might be considered unusual, except for the penchant of Netflix to give the viewer the option to skip the credits entirely and move on to the next title on their list. Bright's worldwide audience will see it via the streaming service, be it on their laptop or on their television screens via a device like Roku or Amazon Fire Stick, so their natural instinct would be to skip the credits entirely anyway. Why create an additional scene most people would likely miss? For those who enjoyed Bright and want more, the good news is Netflix has already greenlit Bright 2, so further exploration of Elvish and Orc history and hopefully answers to many of the intriguing questions like who is the Dark Lord? Are on their way.